Five swords is a technique that we require for purple belt. Adults, little dragons, juniors, all do five swords for purple belt. Five swords is a defense against a right punch, and like delayed sword, we're going to do an inward block. But what we're going to do is we're going to step forward. This technique, when we start off doing the techniques, we slide back, getting some safe distance. But now at purple belt, we're thinking we're a little more confident, we're going to step up. So what's going to happen is the punch comes in and I'm going to step in and I'm going to do a block with my right hand. And then I'm going to do a hand sword. And switch hands, do a palm heel. They start to, their head goes back, I punch them in the stomach and they bend forward. And as they bend forward, I strike with my left hand into the jaw and I right across and I drop with a hand sword to the back of the neck. So again, I'm standing here, the punch comes in, I do an inward block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, outward hand sword, hand sword. I'm going to go ahead and do it from this side. I'm standing here at attention, and I will step up, block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Again, block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Looking this way, block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Again, block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Now we can drop a little bit. As I step forward with my block, I block, and then I slide across the arm, I strike the neck, and I just pull right into the next hit. I hit, and this should ideally be going down a little bit so that it makes them bend forward as they go back. My hand strikes the jaw, I curve across the back of the head, and I drop with a hand sword to the neck. And if I do this, that's a wide kneel. I can add a little bit more power to that. Facing the mirror, I'm going to do it here. I step forward, I block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Again, block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Where does this foot go? If I start standing on a line, and right now I'm standing on a line that goes from left to right, I step up with my right foot, and I do the technique, and then my left foot goes right across the line from 7 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and I land, and right now I'm in a good neutral stance facing to the 45. Amy's going to feed me a couple of punches so that I can do this technique on a body. Five swords. I block, hand sword the neck, palm heel the jaw, punch into the stomach, strike the jaw or the neck, drop with a hand sword to the back of the neck. Let's do it from this side, Amy. Block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Let's do that one more time. Block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, and you can see that this time I drop. Let's do it from that side. I block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. One more. Block, hand sword, palm heel, punch, hand sword, hand sword. Very good. That is, again, five swords. It's against the right punch, and we're stepping forward into it. Really important to remember that when I step up with my right foot, I step back with my left. We do actually have a 5 count in this exercise. I'll do this one more time with the count. The technique was originally called 5 count, and then they changed it to 5 swords because it sounded better. But if I'm standing on the line, 1, I step up. 2, I do a hand sword and a palm heel. 3, I do the punch. On 4, my foot goes behind and my hand goes out. And on 5, I drop. I'll do it facing the camera, and I'll do the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 5 swords.